What are the features that should be there in a mobile media player? Considering the user's point of view, the player should be user-friendly. Since it runs on a mobile phone, the screen is small, so the interface should be nice, simple, and user-friendly. Also, it should be easy to control, because users might be using it while doing some other work, so the functions should not be complex. MIDP has a package named User Interface Package, which provides a set of classes for implementation of user-friendly interfaces. It has 23 classes, including the font class, which represents the class of fonts, an image class which holds graphical images, screen, a superclass of all high user interface classes, text box, text fields, and many more other classes. Also, the media control package in audio package contains methods to make control easy. Considering the device, the application should be small in size. Also, it should support other applications in the mobile. Application Lifecycle package in MIDP helps to implement this feature. This is a summary of that package. And the networking package provides classes for connection frameworks. Here is a summary of that package. Going into the developer, the language should have inbuilt classes that support the implementation. J2SE has a package called Audio Package that has all the necessary classes and methods to implement the player easily. And this is a summary of microedition.media package. And the summary of media.control package. In addition, the language should support available tools and should be able to code in less lines of codes. J2ME and MIDP supports most of these features. Now we'll look at how features in the MIDP package supports the development of the player. First of all, we'll look at the features in the .media package. The features include low footprint audio playback, protocol and content format agnostic, supports tone generation, supports general media flow controls like start, stop, and supports media specific type controls like volume controls and tone controls, and supports capability query. And there are three main parts in the media package. First is the manager. This is the top level controller of audio resources. And then the player. The player provides general methods to control the data flow and presentation. It plays the media content. It has methods like player.realize, player.prefetch, player.start, player.stop, player.deallocate, and player.close. These methods are also called as the life cycle of the player. And then the controlling part. This is an interface that is used to implement different controls a player might have. In addition to that, media.control package helps develop more controls for the player, like tone control and volume control. Having these types of inbuilt methods simplify the task of developing or programming. And now let's move on to the interface package. And why it is important to have an interface package. Users of the device may not be experts in using the computer. So the application should be useful for them and it should be easy to control and learn. The application should be useful in situations where the user cannot pay full attention to the application. Also, the UI should be compatible with the other applications in the device. In addition to that, the screen size is small. So the interface designing is very important, and whatever the developing language should be able to support developing all these features. The normal Java UI, the abstract windowing toolkit, does not support implementing most of these features. So MIDP has introduced a new interface package to achieve these goals. MIDP UI consists of two parts, high-level API and low-level API. High-level API is designed to achieve portability. In high-level UI, applications do not define the visual appearance of the components like shape, color, font, etc. Navigation, scrolling, and other primitive interaction is encapsulated. Also, the applications cannot access concrete input devices like specific individual keys. All this increases the portability. Portability is very important in developing mobile applications. Subclasses of screen class can be given as examples for high-level UI classes. This includes classes like alert, text box, form, list, and methods like add command, get title, set command listener, size changed, weight, etc. And talking about the low-level API, low-level API provides little abstraction, so the developer has the full control. This increases flexibility. Using low-level UIs, the application can have full control of what is drawn on the display, listen for primitive events like key presses and releases, and access concrete keys and other input devices. This feature in the language is good to access details specific to the device. Classes that provides low-level API are Canvas and Graphics. If we go into these classes, you can see how the control has been given to the programmer. You can see that there are special methods, keywords, and having both these levels of UI is very helpful in developing the media player. These three packages we talked about plays key roles in developing the media player. Good language features like abstraction, automation, portability, flexibility, simplicity, error detection and error handling can be seen in these packages. Now let's see some sample codings for the methods and classes in these packages and how they are used in developing the media player. As you can see, the player is created first, and this is the life cycle that we talked, and the methods that are used to control the life cycle. And this is the coding for tone generation. And errors have been catched using this exception class. And playback is developed using start stop methods. And this is the coding to add controls to the player. You can see that the realize method, prefetch method, start method, all these methods are included here.